What is up, Farm Strong Nation? We get on the victory train together, but we get on the struggle bus by ourselves. And a lot of times by doing that leads to our doom and gloom. I want to talk about that today. When things are going well, why we kind of latch onto the groups, why we want to be a contribution, why it's so easy to be like, hey, I just want to share my wins. I want to show up. I want to share what I'm doing because I want to help others doing. And then all of a sudden when things start to slide or struggle or life happens in a bit, we pull back, right? We pull back because we don't want to bring the group down. And we join the struggle bus and we just start to withdraw. What's up, guys? Appreciate you guys jumping on. And I want to say why that is just so natural for a lot of us to do that, to when we're on the struggle bus to take that step back, but that's exactly the wrong thing that we should do. What I want to talk to you today is about the same victory train that you're on, the people who are there for you when it's good. Invite those people to be there for you when it's struggling. And it's a hard, it might be an ego hit, but here's why that is so important, guys. I'm a fitness coach. I work with a lot of people, and at the beginning of challenge groups, accountability groups, the momentum's high today. We just started Make the World a Better Place, punch your excuses in the face. Everybody just kind of loves that name. Everybody's talking about punching their excuses, getting where they want, and energy was good, right? It's day one. It's hard to fall off day one. But your challenge doesn't really start till you meet resistance, right? A lot of people, they go and they go and they go, and then when it gets tough, I'm watching you. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to handle it? Are you going to work through it? Are you going to navigate? Are you going to get knocked down and get back up? Or are you going to get knocked down and then make this wrong, find something else to do, find something else where the excitement is high and you can just join it all over again? When you really get about hey, it's tough, gotta work through it, I gotta rise above it, I gotta fight for the things that I really want and start to navigate the pitfalls, that's when breakthroughs really happen. And they happen on the struggle bus. So if things are going well for you, great, that's awesome. I hope they keep going well for you. But when things turn to kind of a tough place, that is when real growth happens, okay? I had a conversation with some people there too, when things are going well, in business and marriage and fitness, do more of it, right? Fill your schedule up with it. Keep the momentum going. If you're riding a winning streak, the last thing you want to do is stop the streak. You just want to keep going, keep adding things to it. That makes so much sense, right? In 2007, the Rockies made this incredible World Series run. They came out of nowhere. They had this Rocktober and won all these games. And because they were winning so many times, they went through the playoffs. They went through the National League Championship Series. And because they did it so quickly, they had this really, really long break before the World Series, and then they got swept by the Red Sox. They broke that streak of winning. And so if things are going well, my best advice is, keep filling your schedule. But then when things go bad, guess what? You should fill up your schedule again. You just got to flip it. You're like, wait, that means I don't want to continue my losing streak, right? What I want you to do is next time you feel like you're on the struggle bus is fill your schedule up with people who are a part of your winning streak, right? So when you're part of the victory train, when the momentum's high and you start to connect people there and your contribution to them, when you're on the struggle bus, I want you to go back to the people where you're on the victory train and just get kind of reminded of the things that were when they were going well, right? Break the streak by getting in a culture of people who take a stand for you. You guys if you've been following me for a while, I gave up energy drinks. I'm almost 45 days without the Spike energy drinks that I used to do. How did I do it? I was getting the struggle bus with it, right? I kind of wanted to give it up. It wasn't, and the easy thing would have been was to try to do it alone. But the way I did is I just announced publicly, hey, I don't stand for this anymore. I want all the people who watch my videos, who are in my community, to just say that, hey, this isn't a part of my life. And I want to struggle through this with people that will stand for me. So if you're going through the struggle bus and things tough, don't withdraw from a community who takes a stand for you. If you have a group of people that care about you, you're not a burden by just weighing it down on them. You are an inspiration if you can just share the struggle, share the fight as you're working through it, and have them take a stand for you in that moment. I talk about the single greatest determining factor for somebody really getting a lifestyle change is falling in love with the culture, right? If you want to really be a healthy person, you got to just kind of love being that healthy person. You got to love the journey, not just the destination. You got to kind of get healthy friends. You got to enjoy a 30-minute workout a day. You got to really like kind of that food and meal prep, like that culture of that. And a lot of times why people stop and they stop being part of the culture. Things get tough, they withdraw from the culture, and then all of a sudden it makes it really tough to start back up again. So if things are tough for you, if you're on the struggle bus, either message me through here, comment below, send me a private message. But don't feel like you got to be on the struggle bus alone. There's people out there that will take a stand for you, that if they just knew that you needed some help, they just knew that you needed somebody to check in with you once in a while to just, hey, like, I want you to hold me to this because right now I'm utterly failing at all of it. So rather than you utterly failing by yourself, why don't you set up some circumstances where people who take a stand for you check in with you? That hey, like, I want people around me that know me for more than what this is, and I'm going to work my way through it even though it's really hard. So if you're on the struggle bus, fill the rest of that bus seats up with not necessarily people who are struggling, but people who want to see you succeed. Surround your struggle with people who know the victory train. That's what I got for you today. I hope that was valuable. Keep growing your dreams. Surround yourself with good people, whether you're on the victory train or the struggle bus, because that's how you get through it. And also know that personal growth happens through the struggle. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Go grow your dreams. I'll catch you later.